Hello students, I am Vipul Mittal, and in this session I will discuss basic minimum requirements for the auditor's report. So you are the auditor and you are auditing the financial statements. You express your opinion on the financial statements and you express your opinion through a written auditor's report. And this report has to be in accordance with certain guidelines. So here's the list of guidelines. Dated. Your report should be properly dated. When you sign that report, you have to put the date. What date? That date should not be earlier than the date on which you have obtained sufficient appropriate audit evidence. It can be a later date. So if you have obtained sufficient appropriate audit evidence by, let's see, March 10, year 7, then your report date cannot be earlier than this date. It can be March 10, year 7 for year 6 financial statements. So your report date can be March 10, year 7, or it can be a later date, but it cannot be an earlier date. It cannot be earlier than the date on which you have obtained sufficient appropriate audit evidence. So what date you put on the report? It is not the last day of the year. It is not 31st December year 6. The day on which you perform the last audit procedure. It is not that date. But it is the date when you have obtained sufficient appropriate audit evidence, or it can be a later date. Then the title of the report should include the word independent. So you write independent auditor's report. So it is included in title. Signature. You sign that report. And these signature can be manual, printed, electronic. Sometimes laws and regulation require you to write your name also along with signatures. So you do it. It should be properly signed. The report is divided into paragraphs and sections. So you have various sections. You have opinion section, basis of opinion section, responsibility of management section, auditor's responsibility section, other information section. The report is divided into various sections. Addressee. This report is addressed to whom? So the report is not addressed to management, but it is addressed to entity. So if you are the auditors for ABC company, the report is addressed to ABC company or the board of directors of ABC company or the partner if it is a partnership firm or the sole proprietor, but not management. Management is not the addressee. The report is not addressed to management. Title. The report's title should be Independent Auditor's Report. This is the title of the report. Independent Auditor's Report. City and state. Where the report is issued. Which city, which state. Where you have issued the report. And headings. All these sections should have headings. You have various sections. You have opinion section, basis of opinion section, responsibility of management section, auditor's responsibility section. All these sections should have headings. So you have a mnemonic here. Dispatch. Easy to remember using this mnemonic, dispatch. So now you know what are the basic minimum requirements for the auditor's report. It is dispatch. Now let's check all this in the auditor's report. Let's start with date. It should be properly dated. And the date should be no earlier than the date on which you have obtained sufficient appropriate audit evidence. Next is I, independence. It is independent auditor's report. Let's see, you have that word in title here, independent. S, signature. Yeah, here it is, signature. Paragraphs in section. So the report is divided into various paragraphs and sections. So what are the various sections? Opinion section, first starting. You start with opinion, then basis for opinion. Responsibilities of management. Next, what comes after this? Auditor's responsibility. Other information. All these sections have headings. So this P. The report is divided into paragraphs and sections. Addressee. The report is addressed to maybe board of directors or partners or proprietor or maybe entity, but not to management. T, title. So it is the title of the report. It is independent auditor's report. This is title. C, city and state. Where the report is issued. And H, headings. That is, all the sections should have headings. So opinion section, basis for opinion section, responsibilities of management, auditor's responsibility, all the section have headings. So headings. Now you know the guidelines regarding auditor's report. It should be in writing and it should be properly dated. The title should include the word independent. It should be properly signed. The report is divided into paragraphs and sections. It should be properly addressed. Title should be proper. Independent auditor's report. You have to mention the city and state where the report is issued. And all these sections should have headings. All right, students. I hope now you are pretty comfortable with basic minimum requirements for the auditor's report. We'll connect again. Take care.